morning. Thank you for tuning into this week's lesson for the children at Unity of Tampa. Last week we started off with our series on the Unity principles, and we talked about the first Unity principle, which is that there is only one power and one presence in the universe, God, who is all good and active in everything, everywhere. So this week we are moving on to the second basic unity principle. The second principle is I am naturally good because God's divinity is in me and everyone. So today we are going to be reading another story, and we have two fun crafts for you to do. So today's affirmation is the Christ within is my guide. The Christ within is my guide. Today we're going to be reading a story. It is called The Good Samaritan, and it is from Luke 10:25 to 37. There are no pictures in this story because it is right from the Bible, so I'm not going to show you the book, but I'm going to read from it. A lawyer asked Jesus what he must do to inherit eternal life. Jesus answered, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your strength, and with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself." He then asked Jesus, "And who is my neighbor?" Jesus replied, "A man going down from Jerusalem to Jericho and fell into the hands of robbers, who left him half dead. Now by chance a priest was going down that road, and when he saw him, he passed by on the other side." So he didn't help him. "So likewise, a Levite, when he came to that place, saw him, passed by on the other side." So two people passed him by. "But a Samaritan, while traveling, came near him, and when he saw him, he was moved with pity. He went to him and bandaged his wounds. He put him on his own animal and brought him to an inn and took care of him. The next day, he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper and said, 'Take care of him, and when I come back, I will repay you whatever you spend.' Which of these 3 do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell down into the hands of the robbers?" He answered, "The one who showed him mercy. Now go and do likewise." So love is fulfilling the law. The law of this story is our second unity principle. We were born with a spark of divinity within us. That means we were all born with some of God's power within us. And this story shows that when a person has seen and understood God's love within us, then we can put it to use in our own life. And we can help others with that love. We have to learn to love our neighbor as ourselves. So we should be caring for our friends and our neighbors and our family in the same way we care for ourselves. And we have to understand that no matter what it may look like, or no matter what others may tell us to do, that we have to make the right choice that God and the Christ presence within us is telling us to make. It is only our responsibility and our action that can change who we are. The Good Samaritan represents the Christ within us who responds to the needs of the neighbor with love. Prayer, kind or inspiring words, and loving actions are always there to help. So after we read this story, I want you to think about a situation where you might have been asked to do something or to help someone, but you weren't sure you wanted to do it. Maybe you had to help your mom do the dishes. Or maybe you had to go visit somebody at the hospital, but you were a little bit afraid to go to the hospital and to see them. Or maybe your dad wanted you to help mow the lawn with him, and you didn't really want to do it. but you know deep down inside that it was the right thing to do, and so that you should be doing it. What are some things you could think about or do to help you overcome that feeling of not really wanting to be a helper? And how would it help you in your life to help others? How would it make you feel if you were always able to help others and be there for people who needed you? I think for me, sometimes I might not want to do something. Maybe if I was at school where I teach first grade and one of my students asked me to go help them do something, and I had just sat down to eat a snack, but they wanted me to go get them more water. I would probably feel like, oh, I don't want to get up again. But helping them would make me feel good and make me feel like I was caring for them and doing what I was supposed to do. So I would get up and go do it. And over time in my life, I would feel good about the fact that I had always taken care of other people's needs and been helpful to them. So today we are going to think about two things about how God is expressing in all of us and how we can always feel the good things that God does for us. So we have two crafts. The first one is this page, which I'm going to post on the website and on Facebook for you to download and print out. And it has a picture of a face. I want you to design it looking like you. So it says, I am, and then you can write any affirmation that you want. We talked about affirmations in the lesson a few weeks ago, and you can decide what you want to be. So I might say, I am creative. I am happy. I am generous. I am helpful. Whatever you want to put up there. And then you're going to decorate this to look like your face. You can use whatever you have at home. Crayons, markers, color pencils. You can glue things on it. You can cut pictures from magazines, use yarn. And then you're going to write in these affirmations. So these ones say, I am good at. Think of something that you're good at. I am powerful because. What's something that you do that makes you feel really powerful? I am loving because. What's something that you do that makes you feel loving? Maybe you go give your mom a hug every morning, or you feed your dog or your cat every morning. I am wise because. What makes you feel wise or really smart? Maybe you feel really wise when you get 100% on your spelling test. So that's this one. And then we have this one. So there are a bunch of squares on this side. And you're going to fill in the letters of your name. So you might not fill them all up if you don't have a long name. My name is Emma, so I'm going to put E-M-M-A. So then you're going to think of one word, one positive, happy word that goes with each letter. So I would put E and I might say excellent. And then M, I might say magnificent. And then I would fill in the rest of the letters of my name with different words or adjectives or affirmations that I feel I can embody and be in my life. So those are the two crafts for today. And you can print them out and fill them in. And then make sure you take a picture and send it to me if you complete the craft, because I would love to send you a prize for doing the craft, and I would love to see what you created. All right, so we are going to close with our meditation again. And when we do our meditation, we like to make sure that we are still and that we're quieting our mind. And that maybe we sit up straight and we put our feet on the ground, or you can lay down if you're at home and that makes you feel comfortable. So take a deep breath. We come together to behold the power of love and the power of light. We come together to behold we are divine. Lift up our hands. Lift up our hearts. Oh, lift up our vision. Lift it to the stars. Dance in glory. Whirl in grace. See God in every face. See God in every face. And now we will close with the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you for watching.